Good afternoon and welcome to Discover Inspire. We are very excited to be here, especially this is our 5th anniversary of Discover Incorporated. This was the game where I publicly announced our new group after the closure of Knowledge Technologies. During this event, I will walk you through many new updates and changes we have today to showcase for you. But first, our mission statement. Our mission is to ignite the pathway towards new ideas, braveness, inspiration, and everything in between. Now, you may be asking, why am I at Discover Computer Core, or formerly known as Kick of Experience Computer Core? That is a great question, and that is the first topic to talk about today. Follow me. So here we are at Discover Computer Core. Here's a little backstory of Discover Computer Core. Discover Computer Core, formerly known as Kick of Experience Computer Core, has been with us since 2013. It started out as a simple hobby, a self-project that I countlessly worked on every day back in 2013. Now, I want you to follow me as I want to show you something that many players still remember to this day at Kick of Experience Computer Core. Here we are, the infamous CodePad, or the mainframe, what people will call it today. Now, this keypad is not the original from Kick of Experience Computer Core, since, well, surface GUIs and today's technologies didn't exist back in 2013. In fact, this is the old build of Kick of Experience Computer Core that had a keypad that you had to click on it manually. Now, the real question. Why are we here? Well, let's talk about it right now as we go on to the beginning of the first segment of Kick of Experience Computer Core. Here we are at the infamous admin control. A great way to start off this first segment of Kick of Experience Computer Core. Just a few months ago, at Aspire 2020, we talked about the history and upcomings for Kick of Experience Computer Core, Knowledge Tech Computer Core, and Discover Computer Core. And today is one of the special days because not only I've announced Discover Incorporated in this game, but some of my staff has been working on what I would say a refined version of Discover Computer Core. Over time, many people would contribute with this project, add new features, fix some issues that was there since 2013, and so on. Remember the opening of Discover Archives? Today, I am very excited to be announcing that Discover Computer Core will be featured in Discover Archives in a big way. Remember, Discover Computer Core started from 2013 and worked its way up until its successor, Discover Aquatic Research Facility. Playing Discover Computer Core in Discover Archives gives you everything from what we have started to the mid to what we have now. We have also including the special edition, also known as Discover Computer Core Refined, that some of my staff has been working on. In fact, I am delighted to give you a sneak peek of Discover Computer Core Refined Edition. Take a look. Right off the bat, the developers have changed the look of the loading asset screen. It's just a loading asset screen, so there's nothing special here. So I'll let the game load all of its assets before we continue. It'll take some time though, so that's one downside for... Oh. So here it is. This is new intro music for Discover Computer Core Refined Edition. Right off the bat, there's the credit screen, myself and some old players back then. Okay, so before I continue, this is still in development for a side project that, again, the developers has been working on over the past few months or so. So excuse if there's some unfinished areas for now, but as you can see, there's a new cutscenes for this build of Discover Computer Core. By the way, the music in question was composed by Don't Like 2. And you can see myself over there. There's some mega fans. And there's information generators. So let's start, shall we? So here we are. This is the info board that was there for the final release of Discover Computer Core. Right off the bat, there are some changed informations here. Was created in late 2012, not 2013. I think the developer need to fix this or so. But this is it. Yes, I did open source Discover Computer Core back then. And there it is. There's the thanks for visiting screen. So, yeah. So right off the bat, there's a modified sector signs. Instead of using images for sector signs, we got surface GUIs that Darth and my newer game uses now. But right off the bat, it resembles like Darth. So here we are. This is an info screen. You can stare at the temperature screen. Like you can sit here, you can stare at the temperature screen, and yeah. So let's start with the generators, shall we? So the generators, it was solved by the cutscene intro. You may notice that it has been modified. Oh, we should go here. Well, this area has changed that much over the years. So, oh, we got some new servers this time. So that's nice. As I was saying, this is the generators hall, and not much has changed other than some color changes. So yes, this is the generators area that most people who played Discover Computer Core back then remembers. And this is the control part. Oh yes, I forgot, people can still spawn here at the generator spot. So let's go ahead and turn it on. Obviously, it functions like what we expect back then because, well, God, that took forever to start, but yep, it's starting. Okay, so that's the generators. Oh, I forgot the emergency power right here. I'll talk about that later. So that's it for the generators hall. Oh, the facility status, yeah. So the developers have modified the facility status to features the fan status, so if it's offline, or online, the coolant system, and the reactor power. Something that the final version of Kickoff Experience or Discover Computer Okay. So this is the service area, but someone add this area, which I don't know what's going to become. Because some new servers that was made, and the reactor servers and emergency system. We'll come back there in a bit.
Today's security code is 5334118.
The infamous today's security code will never get old, huh? Alright, so this is the all about our servers, and we find the don't
forget, today is pizza day, so head on down to the cafeteria to grab yourself a hot slice.
So this is the all about our servers, and you can click the screen, and as you can see, there it is. So
attention staff, please report to the maintenance office. Thank you.
So as I was saying before, I should probably turn the volume down a little. So, choose your selection. So I choose the financing project, and determine tourist RBX plan to refine Discover Computer Core since Discover Computer Core got open source by Technological Byte. And that's true. I don't care about, well, why do you add? Wait, Technological Byte doesn't care about. Well, I don't know about that, but those are the list of people who helped out with this project. So as you can see, the about the servers GUI hasn't changed since, well, the final edition of Discover Computer Core. Alright, so we used to have the infamous laundromat. For the final edition of Discover Computer Core, we don't have that anymore. This area has changed, so it's more of an oval door. So there's that. As you can see, there are missing granite. Because, well, the people who doesn't like granite work for this build of Discover Computer Core. So this is a aquarium that we added over the past years or so. And I'm pretty sure those are signs that someone forgot to anchor. So there's a trash can, but I don't have any tools to demonstrate to demo that for you, so I apologize, but it worked. You may notice the airlock has a tween now. It's using tween service. Remember, kids, tween service did not exist back then, so you guys are lucky. And as you can see, the infamous Starf airlock scan has been added to this build of Discover Computer Core. If you don't hear, some of the announcements has been moved from Discover Aquatic Research Facility made its way to the refined edition. So as you can see, the airlock area, right off the bat, there's a new pipe, there's a new bridge that apparently you can't retract anymore, so we got rid of that idea. Well, whoever got rid of that idea, thank you, because the bridge back then cannot bridge correctly. So here we are. Here's the infamous mainframe that I talked about over like 5 minutes ago. You may notice that the temperature has a progress bar, something that wasn't there since the final version of Discover Computer Core. Now, if I could recall correctly, this is a new code pad that there's a backspace. So let's input the code. Oops. Yeah, the backspace work. Right off the bat, the mainframe uses tween service. And hey, look, there's like spinny Technologies logo. Now, it's been long since I last developed Discover Computer Core, so I don't know what the code is. Okay, access is denied. So, okay. So that's the main reactor status. So right off the bat, there's a new, I would say, a refreshed UI look to it. So there's that. Let's go ahead and go to the reactor chamber, shall we? So We are known for not adding hazmats to the game. We are very well known aware that we're the first, well, not the first game. We're a game that doesn't require you to wear a hazmat suit. Right off the bat, some of the developer, I don't know who, because again, I did not make this game. It was a fan-made edition that will be marked as an official archived game today. There's a new reactor. There's the infamous ball reactor with this giant white laser shooting at it. The reactor power interface has been changed, and again, you may notice that the reactor power reflects to what we have. So if I put it 70%, let's put it at 4. And it plays this gnarly alarm that will sound throughout the facility. So I hope everyone is used to that. So that's it for the reactors, other than having like some of the servers there that instead of using decals, there are individual parts in there. So that's nice. Alright, up to finishing the main, well, yeah, the mainframe look. And oh, okay, well, that's a bug. Hopefully they can fix that before I open it to Discover Archives. But there you go. So yes, this, oh yeah, right here it used to be the executive area, but I'm pretty sure you can now access it to the public now. Yes, you can. So here we are. There's just a oh yes, the infamous scripting controls. I can lift down, and there you go. It does that. Yeah. And lift up. Cool. So people can, well, roleplay here. Why is this area? Oh, I was about to ask, why is this area too bright? But there's 2 studio
Today's
lights.
security code is
Whoever was developing this game,
18.
I'm pretty sure they bought the wrong light, because I'm pretty sure this was only used for studio. But this is not a studio, that's a area to relax, I guess. But what do I say?
Don't forget.
Alright, so this concludes majority of the mainframe, other than the rail, the rapid rail. Oh yeah, those crates down there, I should probably showcase that, because, well,
Attention
not much.
staff, please report to the maintenance office.
I just love it when the announcements just cut you off like that. You're lucky that I lowered the volume so you won't be able to hear. Yep, something beeped.
Security is the first step towards a
I'm pretty sure you can yep, you can regen these, and we don't have the forklift. Well, hey, knowledge tech research. Yeah, those are some. Apparently this one is missing. Must be a counterfeit one. That's real, except that dark blue one. Actually a fake one, I guess. Oh boy, the mainframe is already, well, it beeped again. Interesting. Wait, does it beep when I go down there? But oh yeah, the reactor is overheating. That's not good. Oh wait, does it do that? But oh, interesting. Alright, so the temperature is around 9. Oh my goodness, I should probably do this quickly before it meltdowns. Actually, I should show you the meltdown before I continue on showing rest of the Discover Computer Core Refining Distance. So let's go ahead and go to the evacuation path. Oh yes, this panel hasn't changed ever since. That's nice. And it still animates, and yes, the alarm periodically sounds. Yeah, that's cool. Oh yes, this area has been renovated, I would say. Here's the infamous logo that someone made for us. Emergency launch silos. I'm pretty sure this one, this is not even anchored. Wait, is this a floor? Is this supposed to be a floor mat? I don't know. Again, I did not make this game. You can thank the developers, determined towards RBX, Elevators 89, Void Diamonds, Terabit Dev, formerly known as. Damn, with the floor mats. Is this supposed to be a floor mat or was it supposed to hang up here? I don't know. But yes, as I am aware that those are free models. Well, it's no secret that Discovery Computer Core, Kick of Exposed Computer Core, and Knowledge Tech use free models, so I'm not sorry to not say it at all. So yeah. Don't know why that's on the floor. We'll come back to this area soon. Cool. Alright, so that's wrapped up for the mainframe, the block silos with the floor mat signs idea. The things do beeping, and what happened here? Why is there a server here? I'm scared to touch that. Oh jeez. Why is the server here? I remember I touched it. Okay, bad idea. Actually no, I do not want to be a zombie. Sorry. Oh, okay, I didn't bite someone. Okay. Yep, the alarm is going off in all of its glory. Yep. Okay, so we've been to this area. So let's go ahead and go upstairs since I'm pretty sure I have enough time. Hopefully I have enough time before the meltdown begins. By the way, this is not scripted either. I'm saying this right now. So this is my first take. Oh, that's going off. Hopefully I can go up here. Elevator? Are you working? Oh, interesting. Well, I can't get up there because this elevator's not working. This elevator's not working. So, yeah. Oh, use this elevators. But we have no stairs, so we have to use the elevator. We gotta use the broken elevator that doesn't even work. But with the Mexican free cam that back then never existed back then. Here it is. This is floor 2. Yes. To sectors A, B, C, E, F, G, H. Apparently, I do not know the alphabet because I forgot the D. I forgot the letter D. Okay, to reactor control and cafeteria, and this is it. Oh look, hey, look, there's me. With my old uniform, my infamous cat, meow, and okay. So I made a meme because this looked like a dustbuster. You know the dustbuster you carry around with you, and so I took it in my own measures to make something what I call an ASHVAC because a friend of mine has this hat, and every time he wears it, I like to joke around and say, "Hey, are you wearing the dustbusters of yours? Because it look like a dustbuster." And boy. Okay. Oh yeah, cafeteria. So this is the cafeteria, and oh jeez, oh the infamous radiation chicken. In fact, that wasn't there because when Roblox did something with the message, it changed the color properties, and apparently that changed to. And yep, that thing's still there. I'm pretty sure it's rotten, but who cares? Someone left the chicken in the oven, it's already burning. Don't worry about it, this is Roblox. It always how chaos happens, and I don't know what's this. Oh, it's nothing. Alright, so this is the director
Today's
control room.
security code is 5.
But actually, let's take a look at the fans here.
41,
Yep,
18.
there's the fans. Unfortunately, I cannot showcase the fans because, well, the elevators are broken. So I can't get here. And I can't press 3 and 4. 1, 2. Oh, wow, I'm that close. Oh, okay, that's it. So the last part before the meltdown starts. This is completely unscripted. I can't believe I'm doing this in one take. So yes, there's the admin control.
Report to the maintenance office. Thank you.
There's the main reactor status. There's the reactor power reaching 100%. There's computer core messages. It's overheating. The temperature's about to finish. The coolant's offline. I suppose showcase that later. The fans are offline. The thing saying danger. This thing is in work in progress, so I'll leave it to that. Cooler control. Yeah, but I can't showcase to that you. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. That's it so far. So, okay. So, I'm pretty sure this is a copyrighted music for um the refined edition. I'm pretty sure it's using APM music, which again, I do not have music. I do not have the appropriate license to showcase for you guys. So I want to apologize in advance. But as you can see, the shaking effect was added to the refined edition. I still can't believe I'm able to do the whole tour in one take. That's amazing. Okay, so well, oh yeah, there's the perfect opportunity to show you the actually the emergency power. Yeah, I forgot about that because the emergency need to be used because the whole power goes out because of reactor instability. I'm pretty sure you all know about that by now. I hope. Eh, boy, here we go. The countdown to catastrophe. A famous phrase that I've been using for over the past few years or so. This part turns off. So yes, this is the perfect timing to showcase the emergency backup power, emergency only thing. And yes, the shaking effect, and I want to apologize, but there's no option to turn off, so this area will be shaky for the most part. And if you get dizzy easily by looking at this, hopefully I can. There we go. We can turn on the emergency backup power if that thing were to. Oh, is it anchored? No, does it disappear? I don't know. Again, because APA music, and again, I do not have the appropriate music license to showcase that music in this game. So I'm in this video. So not video in this live stream. So I want to apologize in advance for not having that. Come on, emergency backup power open. I guess it opens up during that meltdown. But I don't know. I should probably run around in circles. Oh yeah, and we didn't know. Happy Halloween! Happy Halloween to you guys. I hope everyone stays safe, vigilant, and have a great time trick or treating out there. Okay, well, I'll come back to that later. I should probably go to the emergency coolant. And there it is, the countdown to catastrophe, and hopefully I can make it to the emergency cooling on time. I hope I can before the whole thing blows up. I think I can make it. I think I can make it. I should be able to make. Yeah, I should be able to make it because it's not a giant slope going down to the area, unlike the old version of Gigafix Boost, Computer Core, Knowledge Tech, and Discover. So be happy that I'm commentating over this copyrighted music, which kind of feels awkward not having. So I want to apologize for that. So this is the server area. Generators have been disabled. Oh yeah, the emergency instant heat is not done. The emergency coolant is here, and I should probably activate it right now. Oh, it's covered, so I guess I gotta wait more. And the temperature is max. So why is it that I got here on time? Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, when you when you step on the button, you sit down. Again, this is perfectly on time. I don't know what, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna fail. There's no way in heck it's gonna work. There's no way. But yes, you can see the da 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 da. Oh, uh-oh. Of course, insta-cool failure. So probably get out of here before the whole thing blows up. Hopefully I can make it to the emergency silos. Now, I can guarantee to you that I would not make it on to the silos on time. There's no way I'm gonna make it on time. If I make it on time, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say, dude. I don't know what to say. Actually, this part for you guys, I'm not gonna cut this part. I'm just gonna commentary to you like some kind of a YouTuber or a gaming channel. So yes, I know I do not have enough time. So hopefully I can make it to the stylus on time without having myself blown up. But I can guarantee to you that I will not make it on time. There's no way I'm gonna make this on time. Mark my words, people. Mark my words, I will not make it on time. If I make it on time, it's a miracle I'm able to escape this fan-made edition of Gigafix Builders Computer Core. I'm just holding down the W key for all you wondering out there. So, well, I should probably conclude the tour because I'm about to die in this fan-made version of Discover Computer Core fan-made edition. So if you see my family, tell them I love them. And well, hopefully in the legend goes on forever as to being the first fan-made Primal Computer Core copy. Boy, looks like I'm gonna make it on time for some reason. What am I? It's not my lucky day, I swear. And I am recording this in one take, so I don't know. Oh boy. Well, at least I'm gonna get out here. I guess I'm gonna live another life. Okay, how do I work this thing? Oh yeah, one. One? No. Come on, no. You gotta be kidding me. Seriously? Can't do this infamous trick. Activate it. Yes! Get on there. Come on. I don't have enough time. I'm gonna die. There's no way I'm gonna make this out on time, okay? I only have 10 seconds to live. Oh yeah, this conveyor belt. Get in. There's no way I'm gonna survive this. Jeez. Good lord. There's no way I'm gonna make this out on time. Okay. Ow. Oh, no. What is going on with this rocket? Oh, boy. Yep. There's no way. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I made it out on time. I don't know. This is one take, okay? This is one take. Except the first part that I had to cut off. But, oh my good lord. Oh, wow. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There you have it. The tour of Discover Computer Core Refined Edition. Thank you for watching. And that's it for Discover Computer Core Refined Edition, coming to Discover Archives, alongside with many other versions of Discover Computer Core that came before it. Now, this is one of the special edition of Discover Computer Core, as many of my previous staff and current staff still have memories of playing Discover Computer Core while Discover Aquatic Research Facility was still in development. Now, this is not going to be a code rewrite from Discover Computer Core. Discover Computer Core Refined Edition was a fan-made version of Discover Computer Core that was unofficial until today. From everyone here who worked on Discover Computer Core and the Discover Computer Core Refined Edition, we hope you enjoy this special edition, coming to Discover Archives in the upcoming months. Discover Computer Core has been through a lot over the past years or so, being one of my game I've made as a hobby, to becoming a group game affiliated with it, to now its legacy living on Discover Archives. Now would you excuse me as I will be using this elevator to go somewhere. In fact, follow me, because we are going to Discover Aquatic Research Facility. is glad to be back at Discover Aquatic Research Facility. This game has many memories, a lot of memories back then, where it was originally going to become Discover Computer Core version 3. But instead, it has become its original game that was developed in 2015 and has opened to the public in October 31st, 2016. It's amazing to see Discover Aquatic Research Facility turning 4 years old today. You know, when Discover was very small and we only had Discover Computer Core, Discover Aquatic Research Facility has very interesting history, which I'm happy to explain. On October 31st, 2016, we've opened Discover Aquatic Research Facility to the general public. This is our first game where we added a more of a testing place, or what we call an experimental place. This is the first game that we make that many people from the public can try out the new build of Discover Aquatic Research Facility and provide feedback along the way. That's something that we do today. With your feedback, we continuously push new updates, or what we call feature updates, to Discover Aquatic Research Facility. From the Emerald update and now the community update. Now I want to talk about the Emerald update, the first feature update we pushed out to the general public. At first launch, we only saw around 5 to 10 concurrent players at that time. Our group member count was at 70. Yeah, we were very small back then. 70 people in our group. And we only had 3 staff monitoring and helping Discover grow. During the development of the Emerald update was a pretty interesting one, and one of the most, I would say, the most not well thought out update for Discover Aquatic Research Facility. Discover Aquatic Research Facility, the Emerald update, was going to be focused on adding new features, such as the ability to gain points, spend your points, and have like a more of your character needs, where you'll be able to replenish your hunger, your thirst, etc. We've also had this idea of adding career mode, which back then, with that much people in our group, we were very small and we only had a limited amount of resources and developers to make that possible. So we decided to add those new features into the game. Unfortunately, we did not meet our promises of adding points, the career mode, but we added basic functionality of the hunger and the thirst feature. And when many people started playing the game, there were many bugs that many people were reporting to us. From every revisions, starting from the first release, the Emerald update had released 20 patches over time before we discontinued it in 2018. This is the very first auditorium in Discover Aquatic Research Facility to be addressing the community update release on May 15, 2019. We have learned our lesson of not adding too much features, or what developers call feature creep. We were to admit that if it wasn't for the community update, Discover Aquatic Research Facility would continue to have bad reputation of being the most buggiest game we have ever made. But I want to make it clear that the community update goal was to fix issues while continuously adding new features for the community to enjoy. After the community update's release, we have beaten our old record of having 100 players in one server at that time. A lot of people begin to praise Starve of being the first game we made to listen to the community and adding features for the community for players to enjoy. After the community update release, we had multiple plans for the future of Discover. Back then, we had around 750 members when the community update was released. But after the community update was released and support all the way to November 15th, 2019, many people were to expect of the new update of Discover Aquatic Research Facility called the Oceanic Update. The Oceanic Update's goal of providing new features and fixing more bugs than the community update had. But that was the first feature update that I wasn't part of. And that reason I will explain later. The Oceanic Update back then was going well. We have received a lot of feedback about the game, such as the reputation system, the Dark Tablet, etc. However, when the days go by, not much has been done to Discover Aquatic Research Facility. In fact, our new game that we were merged with Subaquatic Enterprises, codenamed Zepto, was in the work, which I have been pursuing from all this time to be working, which was to become Discover Subterranean Research Base. The Oceanic Update's development was very rough. There were multiple issues, multiple bugs, and it came crashing to the ground again. And I have heard this saying that when the leadership leaves the spot, it will never be the same again. And it really disappointed a lot of people who were looking forward to the Oceanic Update. And myself too. We have let down many people what they were looking for the Oceanic Update. But when I take a look at it again, the community update is still holding strong to this day, albeit some client issues along the way. However, the community deserves more. The community deserves more for Discover Aquatic Research Facility and its final days. Because Discover Aquatic Research Facility turned 4 years old today, I am very excited to be announcing Discover Aquatic Research Facility, the final update. This is the last feature update for Discover Aquatic Research Facility. It will be using the same framework from the community update. But this update's goal is to fix issues and provide little features that we couldn't make it. The final update's goal is to finish and to conclude the journey for Discover Aquatic Research Facility. Yes, we will be fixing multiple issues in the community updates framework for it to live longer. Yes, the Discover Aquatic Research Facility will be its own game for the long run. Now, I would say this will be a tiny feature update to conclude the Discover Aquatic Research Facility's heretics. As we continue to work on new projects such as Discover Subterranean Research Base and our upcoming game, Subaquatic Facility. We believe that Discover Aquatic Research Facility deserves another chance to live. Today marks 4 years of Discover Aquatic Research Facility being out for the public. We want to deliver experiences for the community to enjoy while Discover Aquatic Research Facility have its own final update coming next year. In conclusion, Discover Aquatic Research Facility has been out for 4 years now. The final update for Discover Aquatic Research Facility will begin development really soon and have it open next year. As we continue to focus on new technologies for Discover Subterranean Research Base and Discover Subaquatic Facility, we will continue to fix bugs for the final update for Discover Aquatic Research Facility. That is a short update for Discover Aquatic Research Facility. However, we're not done yet. I have something to show you guys for Discover Subterranean Research Base. So let's go. Here we are at the 1.2.1, the collaboration update. Let's just get started at the new update for Discover Subterranean Research Base 1.3. After the release of the collaboration update, we have seen more players playing Discover Subterranean Research Base. However, our game has made its way to the Learn and Explore category on Roblox. It's great to see your game on the front page on Roblox. But with Beta 1.2.1 being the star of the show, it wasn't originally designed for the Learn and Explore. But we wanted to talk about the update for Beta 1.3. For internal access members, they're able to get a glimpse of Beta 1.3. But many people don't know what the new update name is going to be. Today, we're announcing Beta 1.3, the Experimentation update. This feature updates bring new features for Learn and Explore for newcomers to current players of Discover Subterranean Research Base. Beta 1.3's goal is to add more interactivity and more helpful tips for newcomers to enjoy our game. But Beta 1.2.1 was out, all they can see is the reactor. The reactor. But with Beta 1.3, we're adding more interactivity, more features, and lots of bug fixes for Beta 1.3. In fact, let's take a look at Beta 1.3 for Discover Subterranean Research Base. Here we are. Welcome to Beta 1.3, the Experimentation update. This update has a lot more new features and improvements that I'm happy to showcase for you today. So, right off the bat, we revamped the user interface to be a lot more simple, cleaner, and scalable across different resolutions. Now, if you were to hover over a button, so let's say play, instead of a dedicated UI popping out, you get a nice information under your mouse saying select a spawn point to begin, which is play, change the game settings for the options, donate to our developers and staff under the donate button, and send feedback for the SRB and for the feedback. You can watch the credits show for the developers, and notice how when you hover over the button, it stays there and it doesn't lag your game. That's what it's about too. It goes away if you don't need them and it appears when you need them. So let's start off. Let's play. So right off the bat, we have a brand new user interface that our team and I have been modifying to make it easier for newcomers and current players of DSLB. So again, this UI is not final, so what you're seeing right now may change over time. So welcome to DSLB, we're glad you have you here, and it tells you what you're gonna do, like explore different sectors, interact with objects. So if I'm about to click on sector A, notice we've revamped the whole spawn interface to include some words for you to read about. And if you were to go down, there's some images that you can view before you spawn on sector A. Sector B has the same thing. So let's say I want to get more details of the photo. Just simply hover over it and there you go. You get the biology lab, the Subterranean station, the elevator says sub-level 2, and this lab area that I will talk about that later. All of the area will have like descriptions, but for the time being, there are multiple unfinished areas to get done. So let's start with sector A. So here we are at sector A. So first and foremost, I want to showcase to you that we have listened to your feedback of adding, I would say like custom materials to the wall of the SRB. And we listened, we went ahead and added some, details to the walls here to give it more vibrant look and more details later on. The nice waterfall area over here. So, we changed now this area says menu, and we click on it. Again, we have a brand new menu interface. And of course, hovering over button shows you what it does. So, we are listening to feedback of what we can do to improve the game for newcomers and for current players. So, we are very excited to be having that for beta 1.3. The Subterranean is currently disabled because we are rewriting some code to make it more stable and more elegant. So again, if you played the SRB before, Sector A always looked the same. We added a new signs to make it more bright and readable, and there's an arrow now because we've heard that our game is on Learn and Explore, and we are very grateful to have that there. So there is an arrow going to Sector B. So this area goes to Sector B. So let's go there. So alongside with other UIs, such as the walkie-talkie, you may notice that there's a new UI for that. We want to make an interface that is scalable across different platforms, while delivering the clarity and the readability for those interfaces. So, while I continue to walk down, let's take a look at like some of the new user interface, such as the change settings. We've improved upon the interface for the settings to make it a lot more easier and elegant. So gameplay, performance, and audio. Now you may be noticing, what is this question mark here for? Well, if you don't know what this interface means, you can click on this button and it tells you about it. So yeah, you want to change the settings, you can do that right now. And if I want to get out of here, you can close the question mark item, the question mark button again. So here we are at Sector B. We've listened to feedback, and as you can see, we added some arrows to guide you where to go. So to improve the readability and for newcomers to experience more. So this is the Subterranean Central that many people are fond about. Do keep in mind that beta 1.3 is still in development, and some areas may look different from the final release of the SRB. Here's a new areas there. We added some new objects here, the new Discover logo, and new signs. So, the lab A1, the biology lab. So this area is like it's mostly known for like role-playing purposes, and we do have plans to make most of the areas here functioning in the later versions, but I want to showcase a new sign design that makes it a lot more easier to read. And of course, most of the signs have the old design because we're still working on beta 1.3, so you might expect that to have the old the sign design. So this is something new. That's a bug that we're fixing that. So yeah. So this is a few crystal lab, something new for beta 1.3. You may notice that there are many lab tier builds here that you can claim. This is claim workbench. And I would like to showcase a demo for you guys of what we're working on for beta 1.3. So let's say I want to do some work. I can just simply click on it, and you may notice that this is now my personal workbench. And this is important if I were to showcase that later on. And you won't be able to click on your other people's workbench because, again, you don't own this workbench. So, okay, I own this workbench. Well, now, what should I do with this workbench? Well, again, do keep in mind that most of the features that we're working on is still being worked in progress. So, So I would like to demo that right now. So this is the crystal material storage. So let's go here. So here are some new toys for you guys to play with. So those are empty for the time being. But here is something that I want to demonstrate. So you notice how there's those crystals here? Let's say I want to pick one. I can pick one, and there you go. I add it in my inventory. So I got that in my inventory. What I'm gonna do with that the crystal, you may ask. Well, you can do two things. One, if I were to equip it, you may notice that if I were to move my mouse, there's a red outline. This to guide you where you can be able to place the crystals. You may notice it's red because you can't place it on the floor because you don't own the floor. And you notice how smooth it's dragging. Unlike those the other games that if you try to do it, you are afraid of having the whole game lag. So I can't place it here because you don't own this workbench or this workbench. You don't own this workbench. So look what happens if I hover it over my workbench. It turns green. Notice how it turns green, red, and green. And again, you didn't hear it plays the sound effects of what you're able to move. So what happens if I click on it? Click. There you go. You notice how your crystal, that what you're holding, is now on your personal workbench. And we are very excited to be continuing working on this feature because this will make it more interactive for the learn and explore people to have fun learning at the same time. Let me show you that again. So I can just go into this area and I can pick any of crystals here. So here's something cool. You may notice if I click here, right? It noticed that it got rid of it. These are not individual click detectors. See, I'm hovering over here. So let's say if I click on here, I'm clicking here and nothing because it's not there. So let's say I want to click here. You notice how your mouse, when you click on something, your mouse and the crystal corresponding with your mouse disappear. Again, if you don't know, I can just, you notice that there's a sound whenever you move it. Because we want to add some sound feedback of you like moving the item around. So as you can see, I cannot place it here because granted, I don't own this area. So let's go ahead and place it on the table. And look what happens when I hover over my table. It turns green. Look what happens if I click on it. It places the crystal on your workbench. Now, I would love to show you more about this new crystal idea. But we're just getting started working on this new technology for beta 1.3. And we're very excited to have internal access members help out test out this new feature before we push it to beta 1.3 for the public. But I could just do this all day because this is satisfying to do. It's simple and yet it's fun to have it like your area to work around. You can see here. Because we want to add some feedback sounds. So as you can see, I can place it on this table. And we meant to actually smile. You can't put it in the sink, even though it's on your workbench, because, well, why would you put it on the sink? You can't put it on the edge because it looks weird. So we fix that. You can put it on the table. So I just love doing this because this is something new that we haven't done before, and we're excited to have that technology for beta 1.3. It's elegant, it's seamless, and I'm very excited to show you what we're working on when we add more features for beta 1.3, including the new lab features for Learn and Explore to have fun and learn something. And those the top of your workbench will clear itself when you're out of the game. So, but we do have plans to limit how many crystals you can have on tables. For example, for people without Experience Plus, they're able to work on 2 crystals simultaneously. With Experienced Plus members, you can have up to 4 on your crystal. We don't have that coded in, so that's why I have 5 here, but I just love doing this new putting the crystal on the table idea. Having your own personal workbench for you to work on, even though this is completely new for DSRB, and we're very excited to be working on this new technology going forward. So, the crystals. So what's the crystals about, you may ask? The crystals will be used for many researching purposes. One of my developer had a great idea of adding crystals to make your very own fuses for the LPU reactor, which is pretty cool, I would say to myself. So we're continuing to listen to feedback and to improve upon our game for beta 1.3 for newcomers and current people to enjoy more. So that's it for the new Crystal Lab demo. Short demo, yes, but don't worry, we have a lot more what's to come for the Crystal Lab. Alright, so I've been listening to a lot of feedback of like the current design and layout. So, yes, the door instantly open bug will be fixed. So, I want to start off saying, well, this area has stairs, right, to go to the elevator. I said it didn't make sense. And this pathway to the elevators to the sub-level 2 really doesn't make sense, so we agreed. We completely redesigned it. And oh, by the way, we got the new medkit that we're working on right now. So this is a new design of the medkits. Anyway, back on track. So this is a new, we replaced the stairs with a hall. Apologies, but this area is still in a work in progress. So it is long, but we will shorten it down a little bit. And with the new hallway, I would like to show you our brand new main elevators area. Right off the bat, we got brand new elevators and a brand new code, and a brand new area. We added a directory of what you are right now. Again, what you're seeing right now may not look final to the final update, but we will try our best to improve upon before we release it to the general public. Okay, enough talking. Let's talk about the elevators. So, again, this is brand new elevators, and for the first time ever, we added sounds to the elevator for the SRB. And yes, I can do it to many elevators too. And you notice how the elevator door closes like a real elevator, so it won't awkwardly stay open. And those are the sounds that are original. Those are original sounds that we picked. So enough talking. So let's go in the elevator. So let's go to SL2, which is sub level 2. Now currently the elevator is still being worked on, so there are some like weird glitches going on. But we will polish up the elevators to make it a lot more stable and a lot more enjoyable to ride. But yep, as you can see, we have a screen that actually changes, unlike the old one that didn't. So yes, I can be able to call the elevator down here, here, and here. And you may notice that I can wait patiently for the elevators to come, and I can hear the beep. And there you go, it plays the ding sound. We've also went ahead and go to the extra mile of having a different door sound effect each time. So I want you to listen carefully. we decided to add like a randomized store effect because it just gives it a nice detailed touch to it. You know, having the same sound effect playing all the time can get jarring at that point, but we wanted to go to an extra mile of detail of adding custom elevator sound, elevator sounds to make it a lot more to come to life. So right off the bat, this area looks the same, but I want to to explain about the new hover over something. You know, remember when I click on the menu and I hover over something, you may notice that there's a little tip on the bottom. We call those mouse tips. Now, and I can prove it to you why we call that. So, let's say, what is this GUI here? So I can just simply hover over it and it tells you what it is. So this is the status of the Mega Fan. You know, to have people uneasily understand what area is what. So let's say, what does the chamber alarm do? I can just, oh, it toggles the chamber alarm in the LPU chamber. That's nice. The exhaust fans, what does it do? Oh, it toggles the to help dissipate heat in the chamber. Those details make it appreciates people who play the game to get better understanding of what those buttons do. So it toggles the gravity shields to help reduce radiation, and the chamber door, which just opens the LPU chamber for repair work. So let's go ahead and do that right now. In this area, the current fuse status, so that's nice. So, right. So, let's go ahead and go to the reactor breakaway, or the LPU breakaway, to see what's new from there. Alright, so here we are at the LPU reactor chamber. So, because our game has made it to learn and explore, we want to make the game easier and fun for everyone to explore this game. So we added some sticky notes here. But what those wrenches do. Wrenches are used to remove the fuses. To restock, go outside near the LPU spare parts room entrance. Click on the brown box, hold the restock item, and touch the red part here. So, again, you may notice that, obviously you know this, but if I were to get a wrench, you notice how it disappears. Because, well, you have it here. And we added a feature that if you don't want it, you can place it back, and you can do that. You can do so by doing that. We've also went ahead an extra mile if you didn't know. The position changes every time you place it back. You know, just give it a little bit more of realism. So again, so we've heard feedback of why is the crystal inside of the fuse lit if I'm holding it. We fixed that. We listened to your feedback and we fixed that. So the inner crystals isn't lit anymore. So it won't confuse people if it's, oh, is it on, is it off, or. And again, we added more sticky notes here. As a reminder, you need to have your hazmat suit, and we already know this, so let's click. There you go, there's my new hazmat suit. So let's go ahead and click on that, and there we go. Here's the reactor chamber. So let's go ahead and go to the LPU chamber to showcase what. Again, we want to hear feedback of what we're doing with beta 1.3. Is there something that we should improve, fix, remove, or general feedback that you enjoy this update? We want to hear from you to make this game even better for the future. So let's go ahead and go inside of the LPU chamber to showcase. So obviously, you know how to remove the fuse, right? If you don't know, you need to have the wrench. And we added more sticky notes to guide people what you should be doing for the fuses. Remember, you can, this area is on fire, so as you can see, those are some fuses are enabled. So look what happens if I were to take it out. You notice that the fuse inside disappears. Again, realism. Like what happened if I put it back? It turns on. See, little details like this impresses people, you know, instead of having it on all the time. So we're fixing issues like these for newcomers and current players to enjoy by adding like sticky notes and having the ability of mouse tips to see what this area. So this is the current view status. We've also went ahead and made this easier and legible to read. And again, if you don't know, you can just hover over it and it says, "Are you locked?" Press this button to manual override. Little details like this really appreciates newcomers who doesn't know about this game. Sure, it is a sci-fi reactor game, but many players easily get lost because there are no clear information on what am I gonna do? What is this for? What do we? So the implementation of mouse tips and having it easier instructions really appreciates people. So let's just say, oh, I already know this feature. You can easily turn off the mouse tips feature, which in this version right now it's not yet toggleable as for now. But if you know how to do it, you can just turn off the mouse tips, and you can turn off tips and tricks, so you know what to do, so you won't get easily annoyed that I know you don't have to keep doing it. To restart, go outside and click the brown box. There you go. Makes it a lot more easier for newcomers to experiment. So let me put my clothes on. There we go. And yeah, that's pretty much it for what I want to show you guys for beta 1.3 for DSRB. We're continuing to listen for feedback and improvements of what we can do for beta 1.3 before we release it to the general public. In that case, thanks for watching this segment of the SRB. Back to you. So as you just saw with beta 1.3, the new technologies we're putting in place will improve more players and have players have fun in the game at the same time. With beta 1.3's out, our goal is to make beta 1.3 the stable version of the SRB. We are listening to feedback and fixing bugs before we push the game out to the public. The new changes for beta 1.3 will be available for internal access members starting a week or two in November. We are very excited to be showcasing what we have done so far. Now, with the new topic of the SRB, there is something that I want to talk about real quick. The SRB's code base, or the framework, has been used. The framework has been used from 0.1e, like the way back to the Subterranean experimental release back in 2019 up to now. But we're happy to say that beta 1.3 will be the last feature update for Subterranean research base to be using our legacy framework. That means the newer version of Subterranean research base will be based off an entirely new code to improve stability and flexibility and make it organized for future developers to help out in our games. We believe that this is more important as we continue to see new features added to Roblox, and we are very happy to incorporate them to our games. So in conclusion with beta 1.3, we're gonna have a brand new features such as the ability to make your own views in the SRB by working together as a teamwork, making your own views, and a lot more research to come. Fixing more issues and improving stability to code and players alike. We completely redesigned the user interface to make it cleaner and efficient, and make it mobile friendly in the future. With Beta 1.3 being around the corner, what will be the official release date for Beta 1.3, you may ask? As you want to make sure everything is on track, make sure everything is stable before we push the update to everyone, we plan on having DSLB Beta 1.3 to be out by late November to early December as an early Christmas gift. So that's it for the DSLB segment. Well, as you may wish, because I have one more thing to talk about for DSLB before we wrap up Discover Inspire. With DSLB, we want to improve the immersive of our games, make it fun, hype up, and feel the intensity that's building up. We're listening to feedback on how we can improve more. How can we deliver experiences for newcomers to enjoy? Let me just run this clip again, because I have one more thing to show you before we wrap up Discover Inspire. Okay, well, again, remember I said I have one more thing to show you guys. And I actually have one more thing to show you guys, for real this time. So, you already know about our startup feature. Our new startup feature. So, I want you guys to take a look at what we have been doing for the past days or so. Enjoy. So as you just saw, we have completely redesigned the startup sequence for DSLB Beta 1.3. It's more important than ever to wow your audiences of what is capable on Roblox and what you can do on the platform. What the tools that Roblox given to developers to make your game more immersive, more fun, and more enjoyable. Feedback like these help us make DSRB the game for players to enjoy. What an event today that we discussed about. We have talked about Discover Computer Core Refined Edition coming to Discover Archives. We talked about the final update for Discover Aquatic Research Facility. And now the new update, Beta 1.3 for Discover Subterranean Research Base. We are very excited to hear you guys what you think so far about today's presentation. From everyone here at Discovery Incorporated, it has been 5 years since we started, and we can't wait for the next 5 years to come. Thank you very much for watching. Wait, hold on, don't go anywhere. Well, so what do you want now? What do you want now, Tech? Why do you do this? Well, you may be saying you already discussed about Discover Computer Core Refined Edition. You talked about the final update for Discover Aquatic Research Facility. And now the final of Beta 1.3 for Discover Subterranean Research Base. What do you want now, you may ask? There's something that I forgot to mention. Follow me. Of course, we are in a different game right now. Because, well, why would I keep this away from you guys, you know? So, I want you to take a moment here. We're on a road. We're on a bridge. We're on a bridge of some kind. Well, as I said, remember doing Aspire 2020, right? We're working on a new game called Subaquatic Facility. Well, what you're looking at is what we have done so far. And you guys want updates of what we're doing so far. So, this is the surface for DSF. Right off the bat, there's a lot of parking lot, and people can spawn here. Well, for now, there's a nice statue that you've seen before. But, yes, I can face to the door because, you know, it ain't scripted yet. But this is what the inside of the surface. So this is what the surface looks like for DSF so far. Because when people walk in, they sure have everything right front and center that is easier for you to navigate and to see. On your left, we got the new Aquatic Lounge, where we can be able to sit down and relax. Yeah, there's some glitches here, but remember, this game is still in rough development, and we are very excited to show you. So we have a new window that you can look outside. The TV is, well, paused because I think someone paused the TV. But the new feature for video frame, we are excited to be using the technology for future builds. And we're very excited to see what Roblox can do for us. And again, we have some seats here that you can like sit down and relax again at the surface. This is the cafeteria. And remember, what we have right now is what we have. Cafeteria, so that's amazing. And here's something that we've been working on. This is a whole glass window for future development. And as you can see, look how like curved it is, how rounded it is. We want to add like some sunlight to this game, you know, have sunlight peek into the game, you know. Here we have the the oceanic shop. Yes, for people to buy the goods from the product name here. And take a look at the Discover logo that we worked on with the triangles. This is what the Discover looked like with all these triangles. Yeah, a lot of people have been saying, whoa, I'm speechless right now. But that's our logo in a triangular form. This is the shop where we were able to make it functional in the later versions. But this is what we have so far. And again, and here is the restrooms. Of course, we need to add a surface restroom. So as you can see, this is the restroom area that you can like go in the restroom. Oh, it's locked. Forget time. So as you can see, there's the restrooms here. Now, you may look like, oh, the lighting looks different. Well, here's the thing. Roblox are slowly rolling out the new lighting technology called Future, or Future is Bright 3 or 4. We can't wait for this technology to be rolled out for developers really soon. You can see this nice. We are very excited to be working on the DSF project. And you may be asking, what's this in the middle? Oh, what's this? Well, as for now, this is what I call a lift. A lift that goes diagonally down to sub-level 1. And I want to show you guys what sub-level 1 looks like, but that can wait till later time. Because our developers is hard at work working on this brand new game called the Subaquatic Facility. From everyone here at DSF and everyone here at Discovery Incorporated, I would like to thank you for being with us for 5 years. 5 years! When I first started Discovery Incorporated back in the day, to what was to become what we have achieved so far. DSRB being on Learn and Explore. Not only that, we beaten our goal. I want you to take a look at this clip at Aspire 2020. Now, to wrap up Aspire 2020 Day 1's keynote, I want to address the future ahead for Discovery Incorporated and no community ahead. So this slide was created 2 months ago with the team members. So we have already reached our goal for get 2,000 members. You notice how we've beaten the goal of reaching 2,000 members by the end of the year. At the time of recording, we got 5.4 thousand members joining our group. We are very excited to have you guys here as we continue to ignite the future for what Roblox have given us as developers tools to achieve more. I would like to thank everyone for participating today, and for those of you who just joined now, the replay of Discover Inspire will happen really soon. Thank you and have a wonderful day.